Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Just another update on life. So we are getting the flat sorted now, which is so great. So we got some shelves delivered and I just tinkered away and DIY'd it all by myself. I was so impressed. But the first day we got it, they say it needs no tools, and we rock up and you're like, you need a hammer or a mallet, and there was something else, or screwdrivers, and I was like, I don't have those. So we had to, again, Amazon delivery some tools, which was interesting. But got some shelves now, which is so nice for clothes storage, so we can stop having the floor drobe, which is lovely. It means my lounge is clear again. And we've tucked that into some dead space in our room as well. So it's not it doesn't impede on our space at all. And when the doors open, which is 90% of the time, you just don't even see the clothes, so that's also really cool. And then Matt had some family come visit, so Anton and Bridgie are his aunt and uncle, and his cousin Simon is in Leeds now. So he studied in Cambridge last year for his masters, I think, in engineering. And so Anton and Bridgie came because Simon graduated this week, and it was so nice to see them all. I haven't seen Anton and Bridgie in months, if not longer than that. So it was really nice to see them, nice to see a bit of home. They brought Simon rusks, and then Simon forgot his rusks, so I had rusks, which is delicious. And so we got to see them. We went to do Evensong in King's Chapel, and King's Chapel has been around hundreds of years. Don't know how many hundreds, but lots of years. So it was such a privilege to go in there, because we could get in, skip the queue, go in for free with Simon, because he is a college alumni from a different college, so you can just go. And that was incredible. It was just so beautiful to hear. It was 30 to 40 minutes, and just so stunning. And you sitting there with the stained glass and the light coming in behind it. It was really beautiful. So we're gonna try do that a little bit more regularly, when people come to visit. But I think it's £15 normally. So it's not something you can just do every weekend, but it definitely was very special to do. And then we had dinner with them, and Simon stayed with us. He slept on our sleeper couch, so he was our first guest, which is very cool. And we had dinner with Anton and Bridgie and got to see them a bit, because they were only here for, I think, 3 days. And they brought us some Victorinox knives from back home, so that's also very exciting. And when we had Simon to stay, we discovered that our door handle, we've had problems with our sink, so an engineer came in or a plumber came in to fix it, and then somehow we don't know if it was him or us or whatever, but our door handle now doesn't twist the whole way for our front door. So we come home after dinner ready to show Anton and Bridgie, and we're we can't get into the flat. So fortunately, which we never do either, but just the one day we happened to do it, we left our bedroom window open a crack, so Matt just slid the window up, and then he climbed through the window. So I've got a video of that was very funny. But we managed to sort it all out now, it's all good. But it was quite amusing for the one time that we actually had people to come look at the place. We couldn't get in yet. And also we went, so I saw Simon, for his ceremony, they had tea and breakfast in the morning, and then they walk through the town in their gowns and stuff, which was really cool. So it was right where the library was at one point, so I just ran downstairs and got to see them and Anton and Bridgie in all their robes and stuff. It looked so professional. And then they had the grad ceremony, and then they had lunch, and then that afternoon they had some free time, so I went with them. They went at 5, I think, to go punting, so I just quickly finished work and then went to go join them, and we went punting down the Cam, which was really cool. Punting is the thing you need to do when you're in Cambridge, and it's normally, I want to say £40, 30 to £40 a person. Obviously also depending on the season, because in summer all the tourists come, so they just push the prices up. But with the college, you can just go with the college. So we went with Simon's college punt, which is really cool. And very exciting to do, and the weather was really nice and warm, so it was a nice day to be out. And when we saw the Bridge of Sighs, which is the bridge between, I think it's the jail cell and the courthouse, so it's the Bridge of Sighs because you always sigh as you walk across. And like 100 years ago, like some of the students floated their headmaster's car on punts and then hung it from that bridge of sighs, like after they graduated. So that was very cool to hear. And we went past all the colleges, so St. John's, I'm not going to remember all of them now, St. John's, Magdalen, Trinity House, King's. So we went past where we had been for Evensong, then on the riverside. So that was really cool. We got to see the mathematical bridge, which was very interesting and like an interesting piece of history as well, which was Isaac Newton, I'm pretty sure. He constructed the bridge so that you never needed screws or anything, so it was self-reinforcing, but then they deconstructed it for the war, and when they went to like reconstruct it, or for some of the wars, and when they went to reconstruct it, they couldn't like get it to self-reinforce, so now it's filled with screws and stuff. But very interesting. I saw Newton's tree with the apple, like with the apple piece of gravity, the whole theory was first discovered. Well, it's like a graft of the tree that is now constructed another tree, which is really interesting as well. We saw the Wren Library where the Book of Mathematica is. We saw Trinity Hall where Stephen Hawking was. So very interesting. It's such a cute thing to do, and we have friends who were in St. John's, so they also get a free punt. So in summer we're going to go down to Grantchester, which is like a nature reserve kind of up the river, and have a picnic and spend a day there, which will be so nice. Then we went to go vote for South Africa. So we went into London for the day, and we thought like, it would take a while, but maybe like an hour and a half kind of thing. 3.5 hours later, we officially voted. I've got the mark on my nail. There were 25,000 people there, and there were 74,000 voters internationally anyway, so we were literally a third of the world's voters, which was really cool to see. We made friends with the people in our queue. We came like a little group of 5, so it was really nice. We were very glad that we did do it, because I think it's an important vote for back home, and it was so nice to see that so many people were there and supported that, so that's really cool. And now we just got to wait for the results, so we'll see how that goes, but definitely worthwhile. Like, we're super happy that we did it. And then that was on the Saturday, and then the Sunday we again met up with friends. We had a picnic in the park. There were some people braaiing. Well, we said they were braaiing, and everyone looked at us like, what are you talking about? And we had to say they were barbecuing. So that was very cool to see, and people playing volleyball and soccer, and it was great. We just, like, public drinking is a thing that's legal here, so like we took some prosecco, and we had prosecco in the park with our picnic, and then my mom sent like little fairy lights that you put into bottles, so we kept the prosecco bottles. Now we've got little fairy lights, which is also very cool. So nice. And then this week Cambridge has had a beer festival, and so it was Monday to Saturday, and today's Friday, so it ends tomorrow, so Monday to Saturday, and we went on Tuesday, and it was pouring with rain, and it was such a good idea actually, because most of the beer festival you can be inside, like in a tent, and so there were no queues. Like, there were still lots of people there, but you didn't have to wait in queues or anything, which is great. And you got beer glasses, and then they're like, I want to say 300 different beers from the UK, and then or 250 beers from the UK, and then like 100 international beer or mead or wine. There was cider, there was perry, which is cider made from pears. So it was very cool, like very nice. We were a group of I think there were probably 10 of us all in all that went. So nice to be able to have people to go with. It's very cool. We made some really nice friends here now. We've got a whole group chat going. Well, all the girls have a group chat, because most of them are, we all met the girls, and then we've added our boyfriends in. So that's really nice, and nice to sort of have that community now. And yes, then I'm milking the system again. I think I told you last time about my beer and my gin and that sort of thing. And now I got a coffee plunger and a bag of coffee. So freshly ground coffee, it's made in Surrey, and it's roasted within, I think it's a week before it gets to you. So my one was actually roasted the day before it got to me. So it's a bag of 250 grams of coffee, ground coffee, and a 8-man plunger. And I paid £8 for it, which is the equivalent of 2.5 coffees in a, if you go like get a coffee takeaway. So I got a plunger and coffee for that, which is great. And I've actually signed up for their subscription package, where like when you this like bag of coffee's done, then they'll just send you another one, so you can do it monthly. I've just paused it so that when I'm finished this coffee, then I'll just reactivate it, because I don't think I'll get through it the whole thing in a month. But very cool. And we also got deodorant. Like Matt is all know it, like he's a knowledgeable person in the eco field. So we've got, I think it's called Fussy deodorant, so it's like all natural, super eco-friendly, so that's all good. And I found some stuff like that with like washing machine like tablets and dishwashing tablets, so we've got that coming as well. So that was £5 for 6 months of washing like washing machine tablets, and £6 for, I think it was like 6 months of dishwashing tablets. So it's crazy cheap, so that's really cool. And then that's also subscription, so it will also just come in. So it's nice to be able to do that and have the choices with the eco-friendly stuff. It means that I never have to think about it again, like I just know it will appear, which is lovely. And in June, when we get our next salary, we're going to try out some of those like fruit and veg box subscription packages and see how that goes, because then that's all seasonal, locally produced, which will be great, and give me a challenge of thinking up some new recipe ideas. But yeah, no, it's going well here. We're really loving it and settling in nicely. And I have a friend from home coming next week, Emma, so that will be very cool to see her, and I'll send you some more updates. I hope you're all doing well. Sending lots of love.